everyone, welcome back and thank you for watching. If you're new here, my name is Maria, and in today's video I have some very easy and simple Dollar Tree spring DIYs. This is also in collab with my friend Julia, the Mug Life DIY. She is going to have some spring DIYs over in her channel, so I'll have her information down in the description box, so you can definitely go check her out because she is so talented. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you can get notified every time I upload. With that being said, now let's craft. I'm going to start with the gathered together sign. So from Dollar Tree, I'm going to use an 8x10 canvas. I'm going to remove all the staples and the canvas part. I'm only using the frame. I'm going to paint this using my minwax wood finish in the color Classic Gray 271. I'm going to set this aside and let it dry. Now from Dollar Tree, I'm going to use one of their wall arts. I'm only using the picture for this one, and I'm saving the picture frame for my next DIY. Now this picture needs a back, so I am going to use this construction paper booklet or the back of it and I'm going to just use it as the back because I do want the back to be nice and sturdy. Now that I have the back piece, I'm going to just cut a little bit off the picture. As you can see, it doesn't cover the whole thing, but that is okay. That is where the wood frame is going to go. So I am going to glue this in the center. The next thing I will be doing is gluing the frame to the picture using hot glue. To hang this to the wall, I'm using a sawtooth hook and adding it to the back. And that is it for this DIY. I think it turned out beautiful and it was so easy and simple to do. For my next DIY, I will be using this picture frame that I used in my previous DIY. I'm going to paint this using my Waverly chalk paint in Elephant. I couldn't use my wood stain because this isn't wood. This picture frame came with a back piece that was made out of a cardboard, and I wanted it to be white, so I tried to add a white paper and it looks so weird. So I decided to make my own back piece using this Dollar Tree Easter sign. I'm going to just use the cardboard and trace it, then I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it using my saw. You can use a knife or something very sharp and it will still work. These things are made out of like cardboard, I think, I'm not sure, but they are very easy to cut. Now I'm going to paint it using some white chalk paint. Now before I add the back, I am going to add this piece of burlap ribbon that I had. This is where I'm going to hang my wreath from. For the wreath, I will be using a piece of the floral 3D round wreath forms from Dollar Tree. I did remove one of the circles and cut it to make it smaller. Now I'm going to just tie it using some jute string. At first it wasn't a perfect circle, but then you just have to mess around with it until it gets the form of the circle. The flowers I will be using are these lavenders. These are from Dollar Tree. As you can see, I only have these left over because the other ones I used them on my next DIY. So I'm going to just cut the stems off, and then there's 2 purple and then 2 white. So I'm going to tie 1 purple and 1 white, going one way, and then going the other way, I'm going to add the other purple and the other white. I'm going to use a piece of jute string and tie them in the center. I did make the string long enough to where there was some left over, so like that I can tie it to the wreath. Now I am going to tie it on top of the other jute string, like that it is going to cover that part. Now it's ready to go, but before I add it to my frame, I am going to remove this thankful sign from this back piece. This is from a picture frame decor that I recently used in one of my videos. I'll have that link down in the description box. I did make a planter out of that. So the next thing I'm doing is just removing all the little pieces of paper that get stuck to the glue. While doing this, I did accidentally break it, but that is okay. I ended up fixing it by just gluing it together with hot glue. And just like that, it is fixed. Now I'm going to just add the wreath to the frame using the ribbon I added, and I do want to tie it on the back so you don't see it. I didn't tie it, I'm sorry. I glued it using hot glue. To secure it some more, I am going to add a piece of paper to the back. And now I'm going to just glue the thankful in the center of the wreath using hot glue. I'm going to make a bow using some jute string. I was about to glue the bow when I noticed that it kept covering the T and some of the H, so I decided to move the wreath around. The last thing I did was just add the little hook that came on the cardboard more to the top, and then I added the cardboard to the back. And that is it for this DIY. I think it turned out beautiful. For my next DIY, I'm going to use one of the Dollar Tree wood crates. And I'm going to stain it using the minwax in the color Classic Gray. Look how beautiful this Classic Gray is. Now I'm going to use 2 of the Dollar Tree Easter little bottles. These little bottles are perfect, but they are kind of short. When you add them inside the crate, you can hardly see them. So I decided that if I added the lid, it was gonna make them a little bit higher. So I'm going to just hot glue the lid to the bottom. Then I'm going to paint them using some white chalk paint. Once they are dry, I'm going to use a scent sheet to distress them. To decorate them a little more, I'm going to add some jute string to the top, and with the same jute string, I'm going to make a bow. Now for the florals, I will be using the lavender picks from Dollar Tree, and I'm using some white and some purple. And that is it for this little planter. I think it turned out beautiful, and the best part is that you can use this all year round by switching the floral. And that is it, guys. Let me know down in the comment section which one was your favorite, because I would love to know. Don't forget to go check out my girl Julia, the Mug Life DIY. She is going to have some more spring inspiration. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, bye.